Maupay ngudto og maupay pagpaniud to gikan sa University of Science and Technology at Southern Philippines. Kininyong katsikahan sa kautuhan, I am David and you're watching Launch Chat. Greetings to all of our trailblazers across the USTP system from Alubihid, Balubal, Cagayan de Oro, Claveria, Hasaan, Oroqueta, Panaon, o Villanueva. This year, we strengthened the 7-point agenda dynamic, highlighting the innovation, digital transformation, and internationalization of the university system president. And this season, we bring you the stories of innovation kung asa atong ipakita o ipadayag ang mga dagkadaiyang initiatives, activities, o uban pa sa atong universidad. Sa mas komprehensibong chikahan, diri lang sa Launch Chat. Trailblazers, we are honored to have a proud USTP alumnus and his vision is turned into reality. The CEO and co-founder of Serial Disruptor, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Carl Dominic Fajardo. Hello sir, maupay ngudto og welcome sa Launch Chat.
Hello, mayong udto and Trailblazers, mayong udto diya.
Yeah.
So blessed to be here.
Alright, very exciting yun atong discussion for this kautuhan mga Trailblazers, no? Okay, because this is a living testament sa atong tanan kung asa makita gyud nato sa iya kung unsa siya ka-successful, especially sa iyahang professional career karon. And let's begin sir by talking with us, no, looking back sa imong journey here at USTP. What were some of the defining experiences or lessons nang nakuha nimo sa ato ang university that shaped your mindset as an innovator and entrepreneur you are today?
Alright, salamat sa question, Dave. I think I can name three, no? When I entered into USTP as a freshie, no, a freshman, there was a culture of potential. There was a culture of somewhat believing in us nga mga bagong tubo nga ingon sila nga you can also be a leader, you can also be someone impactful, no, not just in USTP and beyond. But as a freshman, murag dili kayo siya real sa ako at the time kay murag ako maka-impact, like di man gali ko honor student when I was in high school, and I was even considered as isa sa mga bugoy, isa sa mga walay future, no, even in our family. So number one, nindot kaayo kay there was a type of culture with the faculty, even with the students, even with the staff here in USTP nga you can be someone. And second, isa sa naka-shape sa ako is ang pag-join yun sa org.
Alright.
Ang student leaders by that time, mura silang extortionist, no? I-force yung kanila to join the organizations, and those kind of trailblazers really set the trail for me. No, amo join ka ako, no, volunteer lang sa, and then I saw nga kalingaw sa college, like naka-impact even outside of academe, no. And then third and finally, when I was already volunteering for orgs, katong nahimo na kog officer for the information technology nga org before, and nahatagan ko leadership position, and there was these people who mentored me nga, Carl, we really see your potential, you can really be someone, but even then wala ko nagtuo nga I can be a businessman, entrepreneur, or someone who mag-talk nationally and internationally just because of the culture of USTP nga we believe in you as a trailblazer.
Right. So in continuation pod sa imuhang lessons, no, nga nakuha sir, with over a decade of experience in business, sales, and of course education technology, what inspired you to pursue the entrepreneurial path, and how did that first idea or opportunity to come about that lead you to start your own ventures?
That's a good question, really. And in the Filipino culture, most of us don't really consider entrepreneurship, no. To be honest, if I may be honest, sa trailblazers po that are listening, entrepreneurship is really not for me. Nga no, murag controversial siya, no? Entrepreneur ka, but if mapili na ako, gusto lang to ako mag-work. People know me as a very chill nga person, lazy nga person, and when I worked in Manila after graduating, nakita na ako ang gap sa Philippine economy, daghang kay walay trabaho. Even my friends, grabe ka brilliant, 2 years na, they failed to land a job, no? And there was this opportunity ba nga murag giline sa Ginoo sa akong life. Siya nga murag, Kyle, need ka mag-business, kaya daghang kay need og help, no? And sa innovation culture sa USTP, I realized nga nobody is taking the path to entrepreneurship. And the good thing about us trailblazers is that wherever we are placed, we're sure to excel. We're sure to contribute, no? Somewhat it was inculcated to us nga dili ta gusto nga someone nga average lang. But then on my time, 10 years ago, to 12 years ago, nakita na ako nga kamay ra gid entrepreneur. So that's why I ventured into it, even if I don't like it still. In the sense nga I'm confronted by your inadequacies every day. Because in entrepreneurship, it's all your fault. You can't blame the boss because you're the boss. You can't blame the employees, you can't blame the partners because one way or another, it's your fault as the entrepreneur. So I ventured into it, because, even if I was lazy. Second, because I see really the big problem in the Philippine economy. Just a case in point, David, last month, gi-release sa article ang report nga nabalik daw atong jobless rate to pre-pandemic, pandemic nga era. So daghang kay work karon. Almost 43% lang atong employment rate. So it's a really big problem. And I'm here not out of necessity, out of my choice, but out of necessity.
So this is really timely po, sir, no? Especially hearing this one, then the issue of our society, kanang it's very important nga isa ka institution dili lang mo produce o graduate.
Correct.
But also mo produce pod og kanang trabaho ay makahatag og opportunity sa uban. Which is a very good step sa atong university right now. We already have the ESU, no? Entrepreneurship Service Unit. And then I also part man ko sa new curriculum, good sir. So
amazing.
Kumoto siya part pod nga gina-instill, no, sa ato ang curriculum is to make a business, no? And it's a huge development pod sa atong university kay from then sa inyong nga time, sir, kanang ginagmay lang ang effort, ay dili siya sa ginagbay pero a little way of kanang developing student through organizations, kanang mga student leadership.
Correct.
At until na himo na institutionalize sa dayon siya, which is a very good thing for us. Kay this will really fill, you know, a huge gap sa atong society.
Correct. Amazing.
Now, talking more about your company, sir. So, you're now leading 3 companies, right? We have Serial Disruptors, Learning Opportune IT, and Atidian. So, what is the story behind of these ventures, and then what inspired in creation, and what makes them innovative in their own ways?
Amazing. For Serial Disruptors, the main mission is that when I was already a public speaker around the Philippines because of my background, nakita na mo nga Filipinos are somewhat innovative in their products, but very few kinds of Filipinos kaya di man kita innovators as a culture. But maayo na yung mga Filipinos nga maayo innovate, di sila kabalog sell, di sila kabalog market, because amazing kay mong point earlier, wala dili institutionalize ang pagiging entrepreneurship or innovator, which is medyo naibog ko sa inyo karon, part na gid sa curriculum. Daghang kay activities ang USTP and its partners in creating more startups. So we built Serial Disruptors because we want to scale Filipino products, Filipino innovation. So we have this model of building the sales and marketing team for them, or training the existing sales and marketing team, or finally equity partnerships, or we become real business partners by selling the product. Kami gyud ang sales and marketing team for that organization. But the second aspect of Serial Disruptors is that we help grow startups by educating private schools, educating different organizations that yes, you can invest in startups. And secondly, there's a future in startups. And also, tsada ka ito yung point kanina nga, dili lang ta need mo produce or graduates, but mo produce tawag entrepreneurs or create opportunities. But there's a third type of person we need to produce. People who are willing to work in startups.
Okay.
Kaya nga itong culture, gusto ta mag-abroad, gusto ta mag-government. Pag nabalaan ninyo nga gamay pa nga company, di ta mag-work.
Correct.
Gusto ta corporate yun. So, we need to develop more graduates nga willing to work in startups because grabe ang opportunity and growth, not just in money, but in skill. So that's Serial Disruptor. Second, learning opportunity. So medyo for students man and for startups. For learning opportunity, it's an upskilling platform that we have in identifying what are the trends of the World Economic Forum in the skills that we need to develop as Filipinos. Filipinos maayo mag-memorize, but di kita kabalo sa concept.
Correct.
Right? And we are so good at following trends, but we don't make our own trend. It's in fact very westernized, no?
Exactly.
So that's what we want to change. So learning opportunity is our training arm for any relevant training opportunity. And by the way, last week we were into Gensan, the other day, Kabakan, training thousands of people, no, pertaining learning opportunity and SD. And finally, Atidian, medyo common na siya, but it's just a software development firm. But we only deal with ang software development mga trailblazers sa mga IT nga nagtanaw engineering. Mura tagi outsource from other countries.
Okay.
So kabi sa Atidian dili gusto mi dili man nga against mig foreigners, but need magid help of Filipinos. Ang Atidian is only focused on developing software for Filipinos by the Filipinos. So inana siya.
So, tagsa-tagsa po silang concept, sir, no?
Yes.
And can you share with us your partnerships, sir? Or are there any partnership nga nakon, especially sa itong CDO Bytes, there are kanang honing, no? Startups.
Yeah.
And then, the milestone and or successes na story nga maka-best o capture sa to ang mga companies or nag-best capture sa mga companies nga na-achieve so far and what you're most proud of?
Alright. That's a good question, especially nga as I told you in my early beginnings nung akong balon sa una 80 pesos, 70 pesos per day, which is gamay in a sense nga 40 ang back and forth, so na lang ko 30 pesos, no? Wala pa may koy-koy sa una. Unlike nga nanay koy-koy karon. But grabe ang milestone sa Philippine startups, even sa Mindanao, even sa North Min.
Yes.
Although I am under non-disclosure agreement to talk about such things, nasa contract, but we were able to scale from startups nga 3 million ng revenue, 2 million to 300 million. 400 million.
Grabe.
Annual business. From 10 people up until 200 people. So we were witness to that since 2018. And two other companies here in North Min, na scale po na to more than 300 to 400 M. So, grabe nga kwarta. And we were shocked to realize nga, possible din all with innovation and technology, no? Nga,
Yes.
People can earn income that sa straight employment or straight nga safe nga job in a sense that you can earn that income for 30 years, 40 years. Don't get me wrong. Even
No, yes,
ako,
yes.
dili gali ko kanang entrepreneurial when I started. If mabalik ang panahon, gusto gali ko mag-work lang. I really value my free time. I'm a big anime lover. I'm a bookworm po ko kung basa. And actually, ma-depress ko kung wala ko free time. Sa entrepreneurship, it's not for everyone really. Makatakas ka sa 8 to 5, but 24/7 na ka mag-work.
Yeah.
Even Sunday nga, kadlawon ko, saan ba niya nabuhat? No? But you have to really sacrifice. So, the goals that we are even expanding results, milestones na this time, Filipino companies na ang ga-expand outside. But to be honest, even if milestone na, that we're earning hundreds of millions for our certain companies, the problem is it's not enough. Dako gyapon kay employment gap currently.
So, talking more about sa employment, sir, I'm curious, no, regarding sa statistics.
Yeah.
How much are pila na ato ang employees sa atong company?
So, for our group of companies nga involved ang Serial Disruptors kanya among logo,
Alright.
siguro mula pa sa 300 to 400. But for us, sa katong focus na mga product karon in creating more startups, nala sa 30 siguro, 20 to 30.
So mostly they are from Mindanao or
Actually spread from Mindanao to Visayas and Luzon.
Okay. So kuan po niya siya, sir, remote nga setting.
Remote, most remote work. Yeah.
Sige, sir. Last question sa regarding ating
No worries,
topic. Kuan sir, how about sa mga Trailblazers nato nga alumni gyapon na ba tay mga kuan, mga employees nga from USTP?
Actually preferred mo ang Trailblazers kay very hardworking, very innovative. So, actually tanan Trailblazers nga among na-hire napagyapon sa amo. So not to diss other schools, no, but mas galas sila, mas resilient sila, mas dili masumahan. And in entrepreneurship, masuman yun ka, no? Like, sumog yun, especially dagan rejection. So, and third and finally, gabi sila mag-innovate. And sila pa to ang life of the office or life of the team. Na even if na mga negative ka kahitabo, sila na nag-give sa imong energy, which is amazing kayo.
Correct. So, this is also a testament to not just only for you, sir, but also sa ato ang produced graduates.
Yes, correct.
Of course, na-adapt na din ninyo. And then, how they're dwelling sa ilahang workplace, which is a very good thing. Pod sa atong naminaw, karon no, kay sometimes pagod as a student, dili maguna nato mabalaan.
Yeah.
Like, unconsciously, kuan na data gaka develop na ta ingani nga professional along the way, not until pag graduate nato lang ingani day ko ingani din na kuan na instill ni USTP sa to. And talking about Trailblazer, last question sir, what advice or message would you like to share with our USTP student Trailblazers and young innovators who dream of creating meaningful impact through innovation and entrepreneurship?
All right, amazing. That's a good question, Dave. No, for the Trailblazers, my main advice is that nakita gid nako ang pinaka-successful, pinaka-happy nga people, and regardless if career person sila, business owner sila, or na sila sa government, ang pinaka-happy nga mga people kay katug yung ga-excel silang work. There is this worrying culture sa Philippines nga ayaw kay pag-work, hindi man ikaw tag-iya sa company. More work produces more work, but nalang ka sa sayop nga org. You're in the wrong org. The value of working hard, the value of creating excellent output, that's amazing. Even if di na ma-praise, even if di na ma-reward, that's really building self-confidence sa imo. Most of our unhappy moments is when matulog ka, gisayang ni Ma'am Adlaw, right? But I can argue with you, Trailblazers, katong kapoy kay ka, sige kag reklamo, kay dagang kay kag work. Somewhat deep down happy ka. Kay you're doing something out of this very short life. So that's my number one advice. Excel at anything you do. Pero nasa sila giingon gali nga, you can do anything in life, but you can't do everything. So problema po sa Gen Z karon, sa millennials, sige balin-balin ng work. Sige balin-balin ng opportunity. Unsaon nimo pagka-master, pagbalin nimo sa new opportunity. Bago na sa dagan na kayo dugay ana nga field. So you're not making ako suman nagi ko public speaking. To be honest, even guesting like this, ikaupat na siguro na ako na ikalima in the past 2 months. But it's what the skills that I was building no since college. So kana be excellent at what you do, don't quit. And finally, nakita na ako sa most successful people is that their difference sa ato. For my peers, they consider me successful. But depende gid sa imong circle, kay nako yung mga circle nga ako ang pinaka-least successful, no, sa national arena. And nakita nako ang ako mentors karon, the people that I look up to, Trailblazers.
Right.
The only difference with me is that they started more early, and second, mas dagan silang failures. Sabi nako stress na kay ko when I see their problem, failures, rejections. Grabe, mura mo maka-suicide ilang mga nagianda, losing millions of pesos, no, due to mistakes. So number 2, the more failures you have, the more successful you'll be. But the common culture of Filipinos is that pag fail na, dili ni para sa ako. Dili day ko maayo ani, right? But you just don't have to stop. So that's number 2, failure. And number 3, be authentic and set the trend. So Filipinos, because of our colonial nature, follow lang taon siya pinakasikat. Kung siya ginabuhat na nga trend. But what really changed for me is that even sa katong 3 companies nga na-mention, is to really do something different. Munang innovation. Innovation is not invention.
Correct.
Right? Innovation is if you can commercialize it and if na-improvement. Ang invention, manggod kay you can create something totally new siya, but nobody will buy.
Correct.
So you just have to innovate. Find what works, and don't stop until you find it. So those are 3. Excel at what you do. Be the best. Kung saan man yung chosen nga line. Be the person most welcome sa failure. Kaya even ako, dagang kay ko failures, no? But ang psychology sa Filipinos, ang ma-highlight, lagi mo lang success. And then third and finally, don't start anything if you're not innovating. Kada lang. Salamat kayo.
What an amazing episode it is, no, mga ka-Trailblazers. But we are not only learning, but also we are reflecting, no, from the success story of our guests and of course ang iyahang impact, no, sa atong society as a trailblazer nga produce, no, gikan sa atong university. Once again, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
for gracing us this kautuhan. In the University 7-Point Agenda Dynamic, our episode for today falls under letter D and Y, which is to develop and implement strategies in fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, and Y, yearn for excellence in innovative teaching and learning, and offer programs and curricula that drives innovation. And that's it for today's episode nga, puno sa bagong pagtulunan. And of course, very inspiring pa nga itong episode. But before we formally end this program, we would like to invite everyone nga mangaon sa ta. Mangaon ta! So our viewers, may this inspire you to turn your ideas into reality and embrace the endless possibilities ahead. Thank you so much sa usa ka masigarbo o grabe ka puno nga inspiration nga discussion sa ato ang kautuhan. Until next time, diri lang sa Launch Chat!